Hello friends, welcome to another class of MS SQL. So if you remember, in the previous class we had used this database class 1, and we had created a table named as employee, and we had inserted values into that particular table. And if you go to line number 8 and follow this code, select asterisk from employee, then you will see all those records of the table are being shown. Now if you remember, basically in the last class we did some operations with this table, and today we shall continue with this table also to see some other operations also. Like, if you remember, select top, say three records. Alright, just a recap of this: select top 3 records from this table, and the top 3 records are shown. Now I want to display all these records according to some order like in the name order, that is in, say, ascending order. So what will I do? Now here you will write order by, then give the name of the column on which you want to perform the order by operation, where you can arrange the names in ascending order or descending order. So here just order by name will make sure that the names which are there under the name column, they will be displayed, but as per as the ascending order, as per as the ascending order of the names of the name column, the records will be displayed. So select lines 10 and 11, and you see the top 3 employees from the top 3 records from this employee table are shown, but in such a way where the values of the name column are arranged in ascending order. As you can see, for Amesh, A comes at the very beginning, that is, its ASCII value is the lowest as compared to J of Joy, and J of Joy's ASCII value is less as compared to P of Piyush, and that's why Amesh Gupta will come first, and as a result the particular records of Amesh Gupta will also come in the first row. Then we will have Joy, which will come in the second row, and as a result all the other associated records of Joy will also come in the second row. And then we will have Piyush, that will come in the last row, and all the associated records of Piyush will also come in the third row. So top 3 employees, when basically I select top 3 employees, then it will go by the basic thing, that is simply the order in which they were created. That's how the top 3 records from the employee table will be displayed: E1001 and its records, E1002 and its records, E1003 and its records. But if I want to display the records, I can do some particular order based on a column, then I can use this command, order by, then give the name of the column. So what it will do, the values, that is the names in this name column, they will be arranged in ascending order, and accordingly the records will be displayed. You see, now we have Amesh at the top, Joy in the second, Piyush at the third. Alright, so this was for in ascending order. Now suppose I want to select a top 3 records from employee, and again the top 3 which were basically inserted into the basic order, that's how they are being displayed. But now I want the records to be displayed as per as the descending order of the names. So what can I do? Order by, give the name of the column, and simply write DESC, and now what will happen? Now top 3 records of the employee will be first selected, and they will be displayed as per as the descending order of their names. Alright, now see, basically this arranges the names as per as their descending order, and the top 3 records are basically displayed. Alright, now next is we have a table, that is I had used a CSV file, and I had shown you previously in one class that how to import a .csv file into the SQL environment. So here, if you look into this highlighted part, dbo.emp_inc, this is a database object, that is a table. But this table I have imported from a .csv file. And how to import a .csv file into your SQL environment, for that I had done a previous video. Like in this SQL playlist, if you go, then in the very first class only, I have given brief introduction about how to use the SQL environment. There I have basically explained how to import a .csv file into your SQL environment. Okay. So this table I have not created by myself. A .csv file was there. From there I have imported the table. So select asterisk from emp_inc, and the records are displayed. 79 rows are there in this particular table. All right. So let us look into some basic comparison operators, like what this table actually depicts. Now we have an organization, say a dummy organization, and with respect to that I have created some dummy data. EID stands for employee ID, and I1001, I1002, I1003, these are like the employee IDs of some employees. All right. And corresponding, this DEPT stands for department, is like operations, admin, miscellaneous, human resource department. Then in the designation part you have director, VP, senior manager. Then you go to salary 480005, 245005. These data I have created randomly just for the explanation part, that how our database can be manipulated and used. So now I want to check, select asterisk from employee where salary is greater than say 200,000. All right. So only those employee details, only those employee records will be displayed who have their salaries greater than 200,000. Invalid column name salary. Okay. So basically you have to give here emp_inc. Now see, in the salary, now initially for this table total number of rows we had was 79, but now we have 13 rows, because that means out of 79 employees there are 13 employees whose salaries are greater than 200,000. All right. This greater than, you can also go for greater than equals to. Select asterisk from emp_inc where salary is greater than is equals to, say this, I select 245,005. Selected, run it. So this means that only those employees and their records will be displayed who have the salaries greater than equals to 245,005. All right. Similarly, these are some basic comparison operators that come very handy. So just knowing their usage can be very useful. So now say I want to go for the less than operator, salary less than say 100,000. All right. I want to go for those kind of employees who have the salaries less than 100,000. Select, execute, and you see, if you look into the salary column, then only those records are displayed who have their salaries less than 100,000. Similarly, you can go for the less than equals to also. Select asterisk from emp_inc where salary is less than is equals to say 96505, or say 91285. I select 91285, 91,285. Run it. Now you see not even 96505 will be displayed. So those records of those employees will be displayed who have their salaries less than or equals to 91285. All right. So, and, similarly, you can do not equal to operator also, like select asterisk from emp underscore inc, where salary is say equals to 75805. So only those employees records will be displayed who have their salaries exactly equals to 75805, and we have only one candidate for that. Similarly, apart from say 75805, I want everything else to be displayed, where salary is not equals to 75805. This means this particular person's record will be not displayed. Apart from this person's particular record, everything else will be displayed. So how many rows we had? 79. This particular person's row won't be displayed. That means 78 rows should be displayed, and not even a single person's record should be displayed who has a salary exactly equals to 75805. So you see, in the salary column, nowhere you will find 75805 if you look closely into your salary column. 78 rows are also displayed. Here it is displayed at the right bottom corner of the SQL. Alright. Then we have some logical operators. Logical operators mainly come with and, or, between. Alright. So say suppose select asterisk from emp underscore inc, where salary is between, that is in a range I'm talking about, okay, 100,000 and say 200,000. So only those employees records will be displayed who have their salaries in this range, 100,000 and 200,000. Execute. So nothing less than below 100,000, nothing more than 200,000. Only those persons records should be displayed, not below 100,000, not more than 200,000. So this is the AND operator that comes with this between operator when we are going to operate in a particular range. Then select asterisk from emp underscore inc, where say designation, where designation is equals to say manager and department is equals to say admin, ADMN. Okay, so this means what? Now only those persons records will be displayed who satisfy both these criteria. That is, the person needs to be a manager in terms of designation and must belong to the admin department. Only those people should be selected and their records should be displayed. So select, execute, not even one person. Okay. Now, if you simply select this particular thing, just want to check it. In admin department, there is no manager. I want to go for the manager. Okay. Now say I change the department name and I give it to operations. So now these two criteria should be satisfied and only those people's records should be displayed who have their designations equals to manager and belong to the operations department. You see, there are four people. There are four people who are managers and they belong to the operations department. Now say I want to check for the OR operator. Select asterisk from emp underscore inc, where designation is equals to manager or department is equals to operations. So here any one, if it is satisfied, then that particular person will be selected. That is, that particular person's entire record will be displayed. Like either must be manager in terms of designation, or must belong to the operations department. So select lines 42 to 43, execute, and 23 rows are there. That means 23 people are there who either are managers or belong to the operations, or are manager and they also belong to the operations department. You see here, a person, that is employee ID I1001, belongs to the operations department. Designation is director. Why? Because this person is selected because the department criteria is satisfied. Then again, department is operations, designation is VP. Selected because at least this criteria is satisfied. Then here if you go, department is miscellaneous and designation is manager. That means this particular criteria has been satisfied. That's why the person got selected. I mean, in terms of being displayed as a full record. All right. So that particular person's full record is displayed here. So like that it goes. Then there is another thing like select asterisk from EMP_INC where designation like. You remember this like clause I had stated? It is very handy in case of pattern matching. So like, and here you say manager. Now what I'm trying to imply here is that only those people's records should be selected and displayed who have their designations start with this letter M. So the people who belong to particular designations and their designations start with this letter M, and after M absolutely anything can be there. After M absolutely anything can be there, but at least the first letter should start with M for any person belonging for any person having any kind of designation. So like for example, manager begins with M. Here if you look at the designation in the entire record, any designation that starts with M is only manager. Rest are like director, VP, senior manager, they don't start with M. So here if you select this and execute, you see only managers are selected because manager starts with M. The other designations, they do not start with M. Director starts with D, VP starts with V, senior manager starts with S. Alright, so only the managers are selected because they have their designations that start with this letter M, and after that anything can be there, doesn't matter. So in place of like, if I give not like, then how will it operate? It will operate in the opposite way. That is, apart from managers, every other records will be selected wherever the candidate has his or her designation that doesn't start with letter M. So director will be selected, VP will be selected, senior manager will be selected, but not manager. So see, in the designation if you go, there are 68 people who are not managers, who are either director or VP or senior manager or associate or assistant manager, something like that. Alright, or senior associate. So if you scroll down, you will see in the designation nowhere you have managers. So only those people are selected who have their designations first letter not M. Apart from M, anything can be there, but should not start with M. The first letter should not start with M. Alright. Then select asterisk from employee where city in operator works in a list. Whenever you have to query for multiple values, whenever you have to search for multiple values, then we can go for this in operator. It works in a list. Like if you remember this particular table, then we had these city names as Pune, Delhi, Bangalore, Chennai. Now I want to go for those records where the employees, they belong to Pune, Delhi and Chennai. So out of 5 records, 3 records should be displayed. So you can give it like anything Delhi, then you can give it like Pune, then you can give it like Bangalore. Alright, select this, execute, Okay, Bangalore needs to be eliminated, not Bangalore but Chennai. Select asterisk from employee where city in Delhi, Pune, Chennai. So 3 records are displayed where employee belongs to employees belonging to Pune, Delhi and Chennai are selected. Alright. So next is select distinct. This is also an operator where through which you can select the distinct values. So select distinct city from employee. So if you I go here, select asterisk from employee, you see, uniquely speaking, distinctly speaking, how many cities we have here? 4: Pune, Delhi, Bangalore and Chennai. Bangalore is repeated here again, but if you speak uniquely, that is uniquely how many cities are there, then 4 cities are there: Pune, Delhi, Bangalore and Chennai. And I want the unique city names to be displayed from this table. So you can go for this line number 51, select distinct city. So the distinct values from the city column will be selected and shall be displayed. Select it, execute, and you see they are displayed in ascending order. The city names only are basically here. I'm going for the values. I'm going for the values of this column. So under this column you have the city names and they have been selected distinctly and they are displayed in ascending order. Bangalore starts with B, Chennai starts with C, Delhi starts with D, Pune starts with P. Alright. Again I go and select it. Now say I want to select count EID from employee. What will it do? It will, this count function, it will basically count the number of rows under the EID column. How many we have? 5. So 5 should be the answer. 5. Alright. And if you go for the other columns also, then also you can do it like select count EID, not EID, give any other name like name from employee and select this entire thing. Number of rows under this name column is 5. So 5 should be the answer. 5. Alright. Then another operator, if you remember the drop command, we in the first class we gave drop table employee. Now here I won't run this because it will ultimately delete the entire table. If you remember this code when we began our first MS SQL tutorial class, from where we actually started creating databases and tables, there I had explained drop table employee will delete the complete table. Alright, so everything will be gone. So you can comment it like this and delete from employee. What this will do? This command will not delete the entire table. The table will be there, the columns will be there, that is the fields will be there, but all the records will be gone. All the records will be gone. If you give delete from employee, the table will remain, but all the records will be gone. Now if you want delete from employee where EID, or what was the name? It was basically EID, where EID is equals to say E1001. Then what will it do? It will basically delete a particular row from this employee table where EID is equals to this value. That particular corresponding row will be deleted. So if you give this, one row is affected, select asterisk from employee, and now we are left with 4 rows. The employee who had EID is equals to E1001, that particular person's entire record is gone due to this. Alright, so with the help of delete command we can delete multiple rows or single row from a particular table, and so the delete command comes with a condition. Now another thing we have is truncate table employee. truncate table employee, it does not come with any condition. It performs only one kind of operation, and that is simply it will eliminate all the records from your table. Delete comes with a condition, like with the help of delete command you can delete a single row or two rows or multiple rows, but truncate does not come with any condition. It will simply delete all the records from your table, but the table will be there. The table will be there. So execute. Now if you want to check it, go to line number 48 and select asterisk from employee, and see the table is there, the columns, there is the fields are there, but the values are all gone. All right, so that was it for this video. Hope you really liked it, and if you liked it, please like, share and subscribe, and thank you.